Hey, good morning again. This is Charles Folkart, March the 2nd, 2017. This is a follow-up video on this video right here, why our society keeps getting worse and why it's our own fault. And I'm going to show you something here out of the phone book. You know, it was Yogi Berra said that you can learn a lot just by watching, or you can observe a lot just by watching. And I'm going to show you what the problem is here in the United States. I'm on the contractor page. And we've got, it starts right here on page 114, right down here at the bottom. There's only a few, in fact, there's hardly any. Then you got one whole page here. You got a couple of guys that they got the big ad. And then you got another page here with smaller ads. I found it really don't pay to put your ad in the phone book, but they're there. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So we got less than 2 pages really here. Tops 3 pages, right? Okay, now let me show you what the problem is. But before we go to what the problem is, these building contractors actually create something. They, in my case, as a real estate developer, I took a piece of land, a large piece of land, and I created a single family home or multi-family home subdivision. I had to fight the county or the city, the planning commission, the weather, the economy, the bank, etc. I had so many elements working against me, but I was able to bring it all together. And I was able to create, the American dream of a single-family home. And I think I did a pretty good job of it. Anyway, I fought the elements, and I actually created something. And I have a lot of respect for building contractors and real estate developers. But let's go on to what the problem is here, shall we? Where they create the source of the supply for the problem. This is the Alexander Blewett III School of Law in Missoula at the Montana State University, I believe it is. And so this is where the supply gets created. They pump out these law school graduates every year, so they have to have them. They have to have work for them, and they create work for them in the court system. They don't want lower caseloads. They want more work. They want higher caseloads. Now I'm in that same phone book, and I want to show you on the back cover is a full-page ad for an attorney's firm here in the Flathead Valley, Kalispell. So we're in that same phone book, and I start here on page 15, folks, and this is for the attorneys. This starts on page 15. It goes through page 50, and some of these same guys have full-page ads in the phone book, and they have more than one ad. Sometimes they're on several pages. This guy here, I'm not going to name any names because I don't want these guys coming after me, but they got several ads in here. Every other page they got an ad. They want you to call them if you got a problem. And guess what, folks? It goes all the way to, and there's very few little other ads like CenturyLink when they don't have a room, so they squeeze those in there. We go all the way, folks, to page 50. There's 35 pages of attorneys advertising in a little town of Kalispell in the Flathead Valley in northern west Montana. And I submit that's part of the problem. That's a big part of the problem. They have a supply of attorneys. The judges were formerly attorneys. Usually a judge who can't make it as an attorney becomes a judge. And then he now puts on a robe. He's still an attorney. He's in the bar. He's in the club. And they want to create a demand for the attorneys who graduate from the school and for the attorneys that advertise and need to pay the bills for their Yellow Page ad and their Beamer and their secretary and all the offices, folks. Been there, done that. I've paid I've wasted thousands of dollars on these men. And thank you for watching. Embrace the love of the truth. And may the grace of God our Father, the creator of the heavens and the earth, be upon us all, for we certainly need it. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be accused of threatening anybody. See ya.